Now, new at noon, ticketing industry executives on Capitol Hill right now, they're testifying about that controversy we saw with Ticketmaster and the Taylor Swift Era Tour concert. A lot of fans really upset that they weren't able to get their hands on those tickets, I should say, right away. And there's a lot of questions for those ticketing executives. That's why we're going to bring in our Mike Valerio right now in Los Angeles. Mike, what are these hearings all about?
Well, pretty much it comes down to Taylor Swift fans who say that they remember this debacle all too well. But really, the main question that's going to come out from D.C. affecting all of us, and especially the entertainment hub here in L.A., is whether or not anybody in D.C. will do something to break up Live Nation and Ticketmaster.
The ticketing and live entertainment markets lack competition.
The ticket industry's market practices under Senate scrutiny as lawmakers call for changes.
We need to make sure we have competition to bring prices down and bring innovation in and stop the fiascos.
Bipartisan backlash.
God, please!
2 months after the Taylor Swift ticketing fiasco reignited public scrutiny of the industry.
Ticketmaster learned valuable lessons from this on sale. In hindsight, there are several things we could have done better. And let me be clear, the Ticketmaster accepts its responsibility as being the first line of defense against bots in our industry.
Ticketmaster says the mishandling of Swift's ticket sales was due to unprecedented demand, as the company said its systems were hit with 3 times the amount of bot traffic they've ever experienced. But the debacle shed light on Ticketmaster's economic dominance over the market, to the detriment of consumers, lawmakers said, adding the company's Swift ticket handling is part of a larger problem.
Consolidation of power in the hands of few can create problems for the many.
Meantime, Ticketmaster rival SeatGeek claims Ticketmaster's power over the industry allows it to maintain monopolistic influence over the market.
As long as Live Nation remains both the dominant concert promoter and ticketer of major venues in the U.S., the industry will continue to lack competition and struggle.
Okay, so the Justice Department, Jonathan, back in 2010 had to approve this merger between Live Nation and Ticketmaster because it was going to be such a game changer for control of the industry. What we're going to be watching in the months to come is if the Justice Department intervenes to perhaps break up this company into 2 once more. Jonathan.
All right, Mike, I got to ask you, we're talking about the hearing today. You were just mentioning the Justice Department, but what can really come out of this hearing? What can the lawmakers do about all this?
Right. So I think that's the main question. What will happen going forward? And it's either going to be 2 avenues. It will be either lawmakers drafting legislation to protect consumers and make sure that something like this never happens again, or the Justice Department intervening to break up this company, which could be the faster option of the 2. But you heard, Jonathan, widespread agreement between senators on both ends of the spectrum, from Josh Hawley to Senator Amy Klobuchar, saying that perhaps there's room for legislation to be crafted saying that, look, these companies need to fight against bots, which was one of the things that Live Nation Ticketmaster said they were having trouble fighting against. These automatic programs going in and buying tickets at crazy prices. Marsha Blackburn, the senator from Tennessee on the committee, said Live Nation Ticketmaster should be able to confront bots. Power companies can. Other companies in the corporate atmosphere here in the United States can protect and ward off their clients against bots. Live Nation Ticketmaster should be able to do the same.
Yeah, you know those lawmakers on Capitol Hill just so upset they couldn't get their Taylor Swift tickets, right? Right. I know I was. All right, right. Mike Valerio, thank you so much. Reporting from Los Angeles.